y'all, I'm Tamara and welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here because today I'm going to do something a little bit different. As you know, I am an avid reader. I love to read. I rediscovered my love of reading a couple of years ago, and it is truly my favorite escape. At night, when I've been really stressed out, I want a little bit of escape. I prefer to read over watching Netflix or watching TV or whatever, just because it's such a way to immerse myself in a different world, put away my stresses of the day, unwind and relax. And so I have felt so blessed to have the opportunity to work with some different publishers over the last couple of years to receive and review advanced reader copies of books. It has been so much fun sharing all of the book releases with y'all, sharing my reviews, letting you know what I'm currently reading. But I was sharing book mail in my normal PR unboxing videos, and I did some polls on Instagram, and everyone seemed to think it would be fun for me to split books out from all the beauty products. So we're gonna try it. We're gonna see how it goes. Definitely let me know what y'all think. I'm happy to keep it separate. I'm happy to put it back together. Either way, I'm going to keep showing y'all the new release books because that's something that is very close to my heart. Thank you so much to all of the publishers. I really appreciate the opportunity to read all of these new books. And if you are new to my channel, I do hope you enjoy this video and that you will subscribe to my channel and become part of my community. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I tell y'all this all the time, but it really is true. Your support means the world to me. I still have a really small channel, so y'all, if I get one new subscriber in a week, I am jumping up and down for joy. I am so thrilled. It means so much to me for y'all to come along on this journey with me. It also means a lot when you guys shop with my links. So I will link all of the books down below in the description box. I know Amazon is still a very convenient way for a lot of people to purchase their books. So I will leave the Amazon link, but I also know a lot of people are trying to get away from that Amazon dependency. I will also link the bookshop.org links down below. It is a really great online bookstore that benefits small indie booksellers, small businesses, and local communities, and I really love the idea of that. So all the links will be down below. If any of these books look like something you're interested and you plan to purchase them, please consider using my links. I do earn a very small commission, but y'all, every penny really does help to support my channel and allows me to continue to do this as my side hustle for now, and I really appreciate it. With that, let's dive into the books. Now, these are all books that have already been released. So what I'm going to do is give you a really brief overview of each book. That way you can decide if this is something that you're interested in reading. Add it to your TBR list, add it to your cart. So let's start. The first one is honestly the one I am most excited about. I do have a YouTube short. I will link it down below as well, where I recently got a huge box of books from Underlined and Penguin Random House. And let me tell y'all, I was so excited when I saw that box on my porch. It said Penguin Random House, and I knew it was books. I was jumping up and down. I could not wait to get it open and see what was inside. The first book that caught my eye in the box was The Agathas. This is by Kathleen Glasgow and Liz Lawson. It is a YA murder mystery. My understanding is that The Agathas refers to Agatha Christie, and I am getting a Pretty Little Liars vibe from the description of the book, which I absolutely love. I am so excited about this. So let me read you a little bit of the description. Welcome to Castle Cove, a town cursed with missing girls, bad boyfriends, family secrets, and some very steep cliffs. Last summer, Alice Ogilvy's basketball star boyfriend Steve dumped her. Then she disappeared for 5 days. She's not talking, so where she went and what happened to her is the biggest mystery in Castle Cove. Or it was, at least. Because now, another one of Steve's girlfriends has vanished. Brooke Donovan, Alice's ex-best friend. And it doesn't look like Brooke will be coming back. That totally gave me chills. I am reading this as soon as I'm done with the book that is on my nightstand right now. I am so excited to give y'all an update and let you know what I think. Thank you so much to Underlined and Penguin Random House. The next book is also from Underlined and Penguin Random House. It is called Girl Overboard by Sandra Block. This is a YA thriller set on a cruise ship, and that sounds like the perfect summer beach read, y'all. I'll read you a little bit of the description. Their perfect cruise went perfectly wrong. When Izzy meets Jade on a cruise to Bermuda, her new daredevil friend turns Izzy's boring family vacation into the trip of a lifetime until she goes missing. The investigators claim that Jade fell overboard, but Izzy knows better. Her friend had secrets that might have gotten her killed. As Izzy digs deeper into Jade's disappearance, she realizes that someone does not want her to find the truth. And if she's not careful, Izzy might not get off the ship alive. That sounds so good. I love thrillers like this. It's a pretty short book, so it should be a pretty quick read. Like I said, perfect for the beach, perfect for the pool. I can't wait to dig in. The next book is another one that I received from Penguin Random House and underlined. This one is not a new book, but the sequel just came out, and that one is new. So this is We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. This one has been on my TBR forever. I have been wanting to read this for so long. It sounds so good. And y'all, this book has not only a map, but also has a family tree. Those are two features I love so much in books. I don't know why, but they get me so excited. It's those little details that really make a book for me. So here's the description from the back cover. If anyone asks you how it ends, just lie. We are Sinclairs. We live, at least in the summertime, on a private island off the coast of Massachusetts. Perhaps that is all you need to know, except that some of us are liars. That sounds good. It's supposed to be really twisty, really mysterious, lots of family drama, so definitely my type of a book. And then I also got the sequel, Family of Liars from Delacorte Press. Actually says it's a prequel. So here's the cover. And let me read you the description from the inside flap. Lying runs in the family. A windswept private island off the coast of Massachusetts. A hungry ocean churning with secrets and sorrow. A fiery, addicted heiress. Ooh, I like the sound of that. An irresistible, unpredictable boy. A summer of unforgivable betrayal and terrible mistakes. 27 years before the events of We Were Liars comes another summer, another generation, and the secrets that will haunt them for decades. A story that is scandalous, tragic, and layered with mystery. Welcome back to the Sinclair family. They were always liars. So I really like the sound of this. It sounds like a family saga. I love that genre. It sounds super twisty, super good. So as some of y'all know, I am a Gen Xer. I am in that forgotten generation that nobody really talks about. But one of the trends I've seen lately on TikTok is people going on and talking a lot about how we grew up reading books by V.C. Andrews. Now, let me tell you, these books were definitely not YA. We did not have a YA fiction genre really back then. You went from Judy Blume and the Babysitter's Club to reading V.C. Andrews, which was pretty steamy and probably not very appropriate for middle school kids, but that's what we read because there was nothing else. But there was the whole Flowers in the Attic series. There was the Heaven series. I can't remember the rest of them, but these were all family sagas. And there's like 6 books in each series and we devoured them. So I'm kind of getting a vibe like that from this. I don't know. I'm going to dig in and read them very soon. Like I said, We Were Liars has been on my list for a long time, so I'm super excited to read both of these. I will report back and let y'all know what I think. So the next book is from Harper Perennial. This is the Vietri Project by Nicola de Robertis Thay. I hope I'm saying that right. And here's what the back cover says. While working in a bookstore in Berkeley, Gabrielle becomes intrigued by a mysterious Signor Vietri in Rome, whose voluminous book orders grow increasingly mystical and esoteric. Haunted by her Italian mother's schizophrenia and unsure of her own future, Gabrielle travels to Italy and, unable to locate Vietri, begins a quest to unearth the well-concealed facts of his life. So this almost sounds like Da Vinci Code-esque. I definitely love the idea of this. I love the idea of digging in, researching. I love Italy, so this definitely sounds like a fun read. I can't wait to check it out. Thank you so much to Harper Perennial. Also from Harper is a book from Casey Wilson called The Wreckage of My Presence. So it is a series of essays. It's supposed to be really funny, really autobiographical. I don't know if y'all used to watch the show Happy Endings, but oh my gosh, I love that show. I was so sad when it ended, and she played one of the main characters, Penny. I absolutely love her acting. She's in a lot of movies too, so she's out there. I know you've seen her in something. And here is the cover. And so here's what it says. In this dazzling New York Times best-selling collection of essays, Casey Wilson is not afraid to share. Whether extolling the virtues of eating in bed, sounds good to me, processing the humiliation of her father's late-in-life perm, mourning her mother's passing, or revealing her ill-conceived method for keeping the mystery alive in a marriage, Casey is witty, candid, and full of poignant surprises. So this sounds really good. I bet it's funny. I bet it's heartfelt. I'm really interested in reading this. I love memoirs. I love autobiographies. So this is definitely going to be a fun summer read. I also got another essay collection / memoir / autobiography. This one is by Rachel Bloom, and it is from Grand Central Publishing, and it's called I Want to Be Where the Normal People Are. She is another actress. You've probably seen her in Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I loved that show too. It was so funny, so cute, so much fun. And here's what it says. Rachel Bloom has felt out of place her whole life, whether as an adolescent in the hallowed halls of Manhattan Beach Middle School or as a TV star on Twitter. Singled out by teachers, dumped by weird boyfriends, and ridiculed by roommates who were just trying to get some sleep, she was constantly reminded that she was not normal. So she's decided to explore exactly what being normal means through a hilarious excavation of all her formative missteps, mishaps, and misanthropic moments. That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much to Grand Central. From Grand Central, I also received Renegade by Nancy Allen. This is like a political law type thriller. It is an anonymous justice novel, so I guess it's part of a series. I don't know, I haven't read any of them yet. So here's what it says on the back cover. The Pursuit of Justice. Assistant DA Kate Stone has just suffered the biggest loss of her career. She'd worked so hard to prosecute a serial assaulter of women, and it was a case that she should have won. But a corrupt judge allowed Max James to walk free. When he confronts her outside the courthouse, she punches James, and he goes down hard. After the footage is plastered across every TV screen, Kate's boss demands that she either attend anger management meetings or give up the job she lives for. Begrudgingly, Kate attends her first meeting, and inside is a group of people all failed by the justice system. Their mission? To do everything in their power to help right wrongs, even if outside the law. Unsure who to trust among this unlikely team of renegades, Kate begins to dig into Max James's secret life, and her explosive discoveries will lead to a stunning new twist in the case and turn her into the prime suspect. That sounds good. I haven't read a book like this in a long time. I used to love these type of legal / political thrillers, and this one sounds so good. So this will definitely be a fun summer read. The next book is one I actually received from Knopf Publishing. It is called The Garden of Broken Things by Francesca Momplaisir. Hope I'm saying that one right. But y'all, how pretty is that cover? That is absolutely beautiful. And here's what it says inside. Genevieve, a single mother, flies from New York to Port-au-Prince with her teenage son, Miles. The trip is meant to be an education for 15-year-old Miles, a chance to learn about his family's roots while coming to terms with his father's departure. But it's also an excuse for Genevieve to escape the city where her life is dominated by her failed marriage and the daily pressures of raising Black children in America. For Genevieve, the journey is also a homecoming of sorts, an opportunity to visit the island that she remembers from childhood and to reconnect with family. But when the country is rocked by a massive earthquake decimating the city and putting their lives at risk, their visit becomes a nightmare of survival. So this one's probably going to be a little tough to read. I suspect it's going to be really deep, really emotional. We all know about the massive earthquake that happened in Haiti a couple years ago. I understand this book was actually written before that, but it sounds like there are a lot of mirrors of what actually happened. So I think it's going to be a really deep, but also a really important read. Thank you so much to Knopf. I'm really excited to check this one out. Next, also from Knopf, is Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. That is a gorgeous cover. She is the author of The Glass Hotel and Station 11. I actually have Station 11. I have not read it yet, but I believe it is now a series on HBO, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really curious. I actually wanted to read all of her books, and here's what the inside cover says. Edwin St. Andrew is 18 years old when he crosses the Atlantic by steamship, exiled from polite English society following an ill-conceived diatribe at a dinner party. He enters the forest, spellbound by the beauty of the Canadian wilderness, and suddenly hears the notes of a violin echoing in the airship terminal, an experience that shocks him to the core. 2 centuries later, a famous writer named Olive Llewellyn is on a book tour. She's traveling all over Earth, but her home is in the second moon colony. Oh, okay. But her home is in the second moon colony, a place of white stone, spired towers, and artificial beauty. I guess I didn't even read the cover. Okay, this sounds really fascinating. So we're going from steamship to moon colonies. I like that. This sounds really good. Okay. Within the text of Olive's best-selling pandemic novel lies a strange passage. A man plays his violin for spare change in the echoing corridor of an airship terminal as the trees of a forest rise around him. Oh, this sounds really beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay. When Gaspery Roberts, a hotel detective in the black-skied night city, is hired to investigate an anomaly in the North American wilderness, he uncovers a series of lives upended. The exiled son of an earl driven to madness, a writer trapped far from home as a pandemic rages Earth, and a childhood friend from the night city who, like Gaspery himself, has glimpsed the chance to do something extraordinary that will disrupt the time and line of the universe. Okay, this sounds different from anything that I normally read. It says this is a virtuoso performance that is as human and tender as it is intellectually playful. It is a novel of time travel and metaphysics that precisely captures the reality of our current moments. So, set in a pandemic, I think it sounds amazing. I'm really excited to read this one. Now I'm even more curious about this author. Thank you so much to Knopf. Also from Knopf, they sent over Sedating Elaine, a novel by Dawn Winter. So here is the cover. It says it is an exuberant dark comedy. I'm a big fan of dark comedies, definitely intrigued by this one. Here's what it says. Frances was not looking for a relationship when she met Elaine in a bar. She was, in fact, looking to drown her sorrows in a pint or 12 and nurse a broken heart shattered by the gorgeous, electric Adrienne. But somehow, it involved a steady stream of beer and weed, as things often did with Frances. Elaine ended up in Frances's bed and never left. Now, faced with mounting pressure from her drug dealer Dom and his goon Betty, Frances comes up with a terrible idea. She asks Elaine to move in with her for real. Unfortunately, this seemingly romantic overture makes Elaine even more sex-crazed and maniacal with love. Frances fears she may never escape the relationship, so, given no choice, she makes the obvious decision: she will sedate Elaine. Definitely a dark comedy for sure. So I'm really curious about this one. I'm excited to read it and let y'all know what I think. Thank you so much to Knopf. And the last book, also from Knopf, is called Marrying the Ketchups, a novel by Jennifer Close. And here is the cover. It looks really fun. And here's what it says inside. Here are 3 things the Sullivan family knows to be true. The Chicago Cubs will always be the underdogs, historical progress is inevitable, and their grandfather, Bud, founder of J.P. Sullivan's, will always make the best burgers in Oak Park. But When over the course of 3 strange months, the Cubs win the World Series, Trump is elected president, and Bud drops dead, suddenly everyone in the family finds themselves doubting all that they hold dear. So it sounds like a really good family novel, sounds like it'll be funny, heartwarming. I think it sounds amazing and I can't wait to read it. So thank you so much to all of the publishers. I am really excited to dig into all of these books this summer. I really appreciate the opportunity to read them and to share my reviews and thoughts with all of y'all. Again, I will have the links to all of the books down below in the description box, and leave me a comment. Let me know which of these books sounds most intriguing to you. And again, if you're new to my channel, I do hope you'll subscribe and come back as part of my community. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an amazing week.